So I think a good backup is somebody stream on Facebook and just put up, please go to our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah, because this thing is not working.
Let me.
Oh, okay. We're definitely live on YouTube. Hey everybody!
I see you.
Hey everybody, YouTube fan. Unfortunately, there is trouble with the Facebook feed, so it's coming a bit late.
Very late.
But the good news is that it's working here. Okay, we're definitely live on.
Well, we are live on YouTube right now then.
Yep.
Yep. Gail just messaged saying, by the way, you're live on YouTube.
Yep.
Thank you, Gail, for reminding us.
Hey everybody. So, welcome to Kyoto Protocol's first Ask Me Anything session. Ask Me Anything section. There's a bit of echo. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on, so not much I can do about that. But in terms of just checking the stream, and it's healthy, very, very cool. Okay. Yep, so that's working. Excellent. I hate to say it, but YouTube is a much more trustworthy technology. Facebook, they've been a bit naughty. And look who's joined us.
Ah, Mr. Sanjeev Reddy.
Are you okay, Shan?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. It's you sound a little bit bubbly. And it's not your personality, I think it's the connection.
Oh no.
Yeah. One sec, yeah. I'm just trying to get this to shut up. Sorry, people. I'm on a live stream. Stop contacting me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Hello, Sisien. Hi, Satpal. How are you?
I'm just going to quickly. I know a lot of people are probably expecting us on Instagram, so I'm just going to do something on the side that tells people that, hey, we're actually on YouTube.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how are you, Sean?
Good, man. I just wanted to check, man. Latency, if there's any latency of it. You hear me just fine?
You're a bit crackly. You're a bit crackly for some reason.
Yeah, it is coming in crackly. Oh, how do I go live on Insta? Or can we not do that anymore?
I did.
Because they changed the format so much, right? I can't really figure it out. But if you guys see anything in the chats, let me know, because
yeah, we're just looking here.
I am all in on the broadcast, so I can't see anything else. Yeah.
Yep, no worries. No, it's just Sisien is saying that he misses us, and we miss you too, Sisien. And yes, Sisien has said, Sean, you sound like you're underwater. So
it's really bad now. We can't even hear you at all.
Can't hear you at all. Can't hear you at all. Maybe disconnect and try and get on. Try and reconnect again.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up you in a bit. Cool. Yes, our first AMA. Ask, well, it should be AUA. Ask us anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Aua.
Sorry, this thing is really screwing me over. I don't know how to. Maybe I have to go into story and then go live. Is that how it works now?
I'm really, I'm not the most tech
Come on,
savvy
Shakil,
user.
tell me the
Hello.
answer. Tell me the answer, Shakil. I want
Please
an
tell
answer
me.
from you.
Hello, Nurul Lain. Hi, Nor Atika Rosli. Dah start ke?
Dah
We're
start, dah
about to
start.
start. Dah start. Basically, dah start.
K-peeps dah sini. Di sini, dah sini. Dah sini lah kot. Atika,
How
thanks
is
for joining us. You've been very supportive. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Are you doing well? PKP and all. Let's see if she answers. Ah, this phone can go live. The other one cannot. So
good to
yeah,
know?
that's So I know a lot of people are going to be expecting us to do on Instagram, but unfortunately, we're using open broadcast software. It's also known as OBS. I don't know if you follow people as streamers, but that is us now. I guess we're streamers, and this is one of the most popular softwares to use. Yeah. So yes, if you're watching us, welcome to Kyoto Protocol's first Ask Me Anything session. This is super rudimentary, but if you don't like this view, then get on YouTube, our YouTube channel. So that's where the real action is, and you can see other people besides Fuad, because Fuad does not make Kyoto Protocol. KP So if you're on YouTube, you're gonna see it the right way up, and if you see it here, it's the wrong way down. Anyways, I've got a little bit of an agenda that I drew up.
Yes, I remember the conversation.
So first, okay, I'm going to be a bit fluid about this since I would ideally be able to see people's comments
Yep.
and stuff, but I can't really see it at the moment.
No
But
problem.
first, maybe I'll go through some of the questions that were asked on Instagram, and we talk about those.
Yeah, I think some of the questions that came through on Instagram were really interesting. Definitely sparks a conversation. So, yeah, let's start with that, and I'll keep an eye on the chat and see whether anything comes up there that we can answer as well.
For example, I know one question is nasi lemak or roti canai for breakfast.
Yeah.
So, what's the answer?
For me, it's more of a little bit of both. If you have someone to share it with, have half a nasi lemak and half a roti canai.
Together, right?
Together, you have,
Oh, yo.
you have one, somebody in front of you has the other, and then halfway through you go, come, let's switch lah.
It's so you though.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, of all the places we've had breakfast together, you do it every single time. Usually it's with Gail though. He's the big kid.
Tarmizi, Tarmimi78 on Instagram has a really interesting question. By the way, thanks for joining us, Tarmimi. If you want to see a better quality version, we're on YouTube, and that's got like the full screen. You can see the rest of the members. But he's asking what was the starting model of guitar that I used, and actually I am very, very fortunate. The first guitars that I ever used are here with me in the studio. Hold on one sec. Oh, yo. Okay, yeah, glad to put that heavy thing down. So this is the first guitar that I ever got. And it's this guy. I'm not sure if I'm showing up right. Yeah. So it's this guy. It's a Korean-made Fender. Unfortunately, this is during the periods where Korean Fenders weren't very popular. I think Korea in 1991 wasn't known as the manufacturing powerhouse that it is today. And yeah, this is my first guitar. When I was growing up in Singapore, my dad bought this for me. And he kind of lied to me. He said it's very expensive. And I checked the price, as I got older, then I realized no, it's not very expensive. But let's see how it sounds. Let me know on the stream on YouTube, guys, if this sounds okay to you. So yeah, that's the first guitar I ever owned. But this is an acoustic guitar. Then, if we're talking about, one sec, whoosh, swear to God, I'm gonna break something today. Oh no, my first electric guitar is the Stratocaster that I usually use, and that's currently not in my studio right now. So unfortunately, but you know, most of, if you watch Delta Wings music video, it's the guitar that I use in that music video, and most probably it's the guitar that I use in almost every music video. So there you go. That's the second guitar that I've ever owned, and that's lasted me until today. So I hope that answers the question. Thank you very much. Yep, I see people moving on to YouTube. That's the right thing to do. And sorry, we were on the question. I just want to catch that quickly because I thought that was a really cool question and that's something I can show. But Shan, you're supposed to talk about nasi lemak or roti canai, isn't it?
Right. Well, I have not done breakfast actually. I was more interested. Are you going to do a guitar demo though? With the first acoustic one, maybe?
Ooh, guitar demo. Maybe not. Let's see later on to see if we have enough time. Then maybe we'll do it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just checking our stories and then trying to see the
Well,
questions.
Citian asked us a question.
Yeah.
Question for the guitarist. Would you ever consider getting/using a 12 string?
Well,
I'll
check
answer.
the old one.
Yeah, as not the guitarist for the band, I do have a 12 string acoustic, and I would love for Harry or Fuad to use it one day. Not even if it's that acoustic, just but to use a 12 string one day. Why not? But we just haven't found something to use it for.
Okay, maybe tell us what's different with the 12 string.
Normal guitar has 6 and a 12 string has 12.
Okay.
And how it works is two of the strings actually make the same note, either the exactly the same note or the same note one octave higher. But to that end, I was just gonna show Cician this thing over here. There is this very cool device. It might look a bit small, but I'm gonna zoom up on it. So there are plenty of pedals like these where you can actually double up the pitch. So this one's by EHX. This is something that I use on my pedal board, and this is called the Pitchfork. There's another famous one by the same company, EHX, called the Pod, and it basically doubles up the pitch, so you can emulate the sound of a 12-string guitar. It doesn't sound like it naturally, I would say, but it does give you a very different kind of feel, and a kind of feel that can sound very, very cool. So I know a lot of modern rock, they use octavers and stuff like that. I think of people like Royal Blood. I'm pretty sure Queens of the Stone Age used Pitchfork. They famously don't talk about the pedals that they use. They try to keep it like a trade secret almost. But yeah, the secret gets out, so... Well, actually no, this is just from my own ears. But yeah, in other circumstances, the secret does get out. Like they have done videos, say like on Premier Guitar on YouTube, and they actually kind of walk through some of their stuff so you can see what they use. And obviously, Queens of the Stone Age is a huge influence on myself and the band. Especially, I think that last album, Villains, we were all super into it. That was when we were in the Singapore F1 and it had just come out, like maybe, I don't know, like 1 or 2 months. Why are you guys so quiet?
Oh, sorry. I'm just reading.
Oh, you're reading comments.
Christopher Nola said, set futsal, jom. That one I think you need to talk to Hyrie, only Hyrie amongst us. I'm out with injury from playing football.
Yeah.
Sean, I believe.
Athletic one. What do you
Sorry, Sean, what was that?
do you still play sports?
I play esports nowadays. I'm more of an esports kind of guy.
Okay, I thought that was a relevant question from Hugh Jazz.
Okay.
Is there a part of KP's songs that uses the pitchfork effect?
Oh yeah, totally. So the pitchfork's being used on Nasty Fall, and that's very prominent. So when it sounds, and also shout out to CCN because you were asking about 12 string, right? In the chorus of Nasty Fall, my guitar kind of does this kind of sound. Wait, I tell you what, let's. This also doubles up as a sound check. Let me just quickly see if this works. Yeah. Latch. It would have been super cool if I could connect another camera and point to the pedal board that people can actually see. But oh well, maybe we'll do that for Amma too.
Yes. Maybe we'll do it for Appa.
Ask pedals anything.
And then the pedals won't talk to you. Okay, so this is the sound of that bit during Nasty Fall. That's with the effect on. Did you guys hear that at home? On the
Yes.
YouTube? Oh, brilliant. Wonderful, wonderful. So this is how it sounds like without the effect on. So clearly a very different feel when you have the pitchfork on. You can even do the So yeah, it does a very good job of emulating a 12-string guitar sound. Well, in some contexts, I wouldn't say for all, but I think I'll leave the 12-string guitar playing to Shakla, since it's his.
Okay, I don't mind.
Okay, we got like a whole bunch of questions, right? Because a lot of people.
Yeah, so one of the other questions that came in was how did you guys meet each other and decided to form a band?
Okay.
I actually think that in a very simplistic way, we all met over the years. When I went to school together, when I met when we were younger, Gail and I went to school together. But I think the best way would actually to be to watch 10 to find out a little bit more about how we all met each other. The documentary is up on YouTube. And if you haven't seen it, we think it's pretty cool. You can see a little bit about some of the good times and some of the struggles that we've had over the years, how we all met, as well as it interlays with our 10-year anniversary concert that we did in 2019.
Yeah, I just added the link to the documentary into the YouTube chat.
Great.
So you guys can.
So Muhammad Aiman, I hope that answers your question.
A little fun
Yepers.
fact, Ken, I thought if you guys ever want to know who Sestian is, he's the front row and he was there throughout the whole concert. Yeah, I had so much fun watching Sestian live and in the videos as well.
Yeah, he's in the 10-year video documentary.
Yes.
Rockumentary. Once again, everybody, thanks for joining us at our the Kyoto Protocol's first Ask Me Anything session, our first AMA. If you're watching us on Instagram, unfortunately, this is not the best version. We're running on OBS, and actually, the best way to see us is on YouTube. So if you're on Instagram, please go onto our YouTube channel, youtube.com/KyotoBand, and then you'll see the high definition version with Shan and Shaq here with me in the virtual studio. This is pretty cool though, the fact that we have a virtual studio.
Yeah, I think it's necessary for times like these that we're facing right now.
Yeah, that's true. I just figured a workaround to the YouTube situation, right? The Facebook situation. If one of you guys could actually have the KP's Facebook Live on your phone, and then once in a while we can just kind of throw it out there and just let them know, like, hey, we're running a live stream now, but it doesn't work on Facebook that well, so go to youtube.com/KyotoBand now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool. Because I'm trying to do it on my backup phone, and it's very upset that it's a backup phone.
Oh no.
It wishes that it was the main squeeze, but what to do? The stylus is broken. Sorry, that just
Sean.
clapped everybody's submission. Apparently, it's a joint effort. Everything in this band we do together, right? And my silence is broken by technically Sean and Harry lah for mine.
Okay, Fuad, Fiza asked you a question. She's asking you, how many guitars do you have in your collection?
Oh, okay. I don't have that much of a collection to be honest, but if you can see the headstock over here, this little red guy sticking out my finger. This is reverse, so I gotta go left. Okay, got it. So where my thumb is, that's a Gibson SG. So that's one. The other one is the Telecaster HH, which I think I used in a music video, maybe. So well, that's the second one. I may not have used it in music video. But yeah, this is the second guy. It looks cooler on camera than it actually is in real life, so.
I think it's a cool guitar.
It's alright.
And isn't that the same one that Hyrie has?
Harry has something like that, but his is all single coil. So yeah, that's number 2. The Stratocaster that we were talking about, the previous question, that's something that I've used a lot over the years. This guy was my graduation present in 2006, Gibson Les Paul, and that's what I'm. Everything that you hear today comes from this sound. Yeah, that's the first guitar that I brought just now, the Fender. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. 5 guitars and 1 bass. This is the SG. It's a very basic model, so it's Harry's got the pretty one, I've got the ugly one. Includes our faces as well.
And there was another question here, that's right, from Azri, about using a 7-string guitar. Do you ever use a 7-string?
Ooh.
Do you think you would ever use a 7-string?
That's very metal, right?
Yeah, 7th string means that you have one more string that allows you to go to lower notes. So
Go lower. Correct.
yeah, it's insanely cool, but I have enough trouble with 6 strings to be honest. So I think I'm gonna stick to learning. Once I can learn the 6 properly first, then I can consider the 7 now.
I'm still struggling with 4, so I'm very long away from it. I went 4 to 12, and that's about it.
Very good.
You know what? I really want to do a shout out for this bass, right? Because I advertised to sell this bass like a couple of times, and nobody wanted to buy it. But actually, over the years, it's been super dependable. It is the most basic Ergodyne by Ibanez. The color looks like poo because it's brown. It's totally not a color that I would have picked. It's just that I was in the guitar store, the one at Suatamas, and I played this one day, and it was so easy to play. So as a guitarist, I found it very translatable, very transferable from what I play in guitar. And a lot of the earlier KP stuff was actually recorded on this bass, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Check. Yeah, like mostly album.
Also the one.
An album, some of the demos for stuff like I remember Marlboro Man, the bass was done on this as well.
I think the demos for both an album and Catch These Men were done on that bass.
Yeah.
And the recordings were done for an album on that bass.
Yeah. And I don't mind sharing that I bought this for 18,000. 18,000, sorry. 1800.
1800.
It's made in Indonesia, and I didn't really think that this is the first instrument that I bought with my own money. Actually, it's not a guitar; it's a bass. When I started working and all that, and I broke it up into installments, with the credit card, and over 12 months, and yeah, that's how we got this bass. It's been pretty handy, and I guess nobody wants to buy it. I don't know if you want to buy it, let me know. I'm not going to charge you hell and high water for it just because it's recorded a few nice songs. I think. What's that?
This sound, not the high water.
I was about to say we have some upcoming songs which we are really very happy to be sharing with you over the course of this year. We've got a couple of new songs. And one of the demos, even the little bass line, and the bass line is going to be super prominent. I think you're going to love the bass line for this song. And that was actually initially done on this little guy. So, yeah, I guess I'll keep him. Not too shabby. You snooze, you lose, right? You don't want to buy it, so I keep it, I guess. Yeah.
So do we get to hear the bass line? No.
No. I don't get to hear the bass, but yeah. You'll have to wait to hear for it. Once again, hello everybody on Instagram, and if you're looking for a better version of this Ask Me Anything session, please join us on YouTube, youtube.com/KyotoBand. Or if you're on Twitter, check out, I think we put up the latest link, or somebody did, right? Or can somebody do that? Put up the latest link on Kyoto Band's Twitter, so that people can come to YouTube. Because this guy is not being nice to me. We have a ton of questions to get through from.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go on IG, okay? Because there's like
Okay.
1,500,000 from this, just like the 18,000.
Yes.
So on Instagram, 255.255.128.0, that's his name, wants to know, nak tahu masing-masing punya pekerjaan boleh? He wants to know what do we do for work. Yeah, I don't mind sharing. I work in asset management. Dalam BM kita panggilkan pengurus dana. So dia hampir sama dengan EPF. Tapi syarikat saya ni dia kira swasta lah. So whereas EPF is something that's under the public or is for everybody. Where I work, it's considered private sector. You guys want to have a go?
Yep. Okay. So I work in construction and property development, local company. Sean.
Oh yes, I'm a journalist.
So Sean's a journalist, and I'll answer for Gail and Hyrie as well. Hyrie works in oil and gas, and Gail works for a digital advertising company, digital creator, I guess you would say, websites and all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gail. I thought you
Gail.
were on about Hyrie. It's like, whoa.
He's Hyrie's in oil and gas and digital creator website. So yes, we all have day jobs. I think that was another question that came up on Instagram, which was how do we all manage a 9 to 6 job as well as be in a band? And yeah, it's tiring.
Yep, it's definitely tiring. But I think what definitely helped us in the early days and even all the way until now is technology. We've always been people that relied on tech to do our stuff. I know a bunch of other bands, and I see the way that they work. I don't think anybody else uses Google Calendar as religiously as we do. Like literally, if somebody forgets to put that they are busy on the calendar, it's as if nope, you're not busy, you have to be here, kind of thing, right? Yeah.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
It's now your problem that you need to solve.
That's right.
You mentioned technology, right? I just want to point out something. When I first joined this band, I was at that point overwhelmed with the number of emails that I got from kyotoband@gmail.com. Because back then there wasn't WhatsApp, there wasn't group messaging or whatever. And these guys, because I think some of you guys were working already, right? So you
Some
had
of us were working, we were overseas, there
Yeah.
were different things that were happening.
yes. So I was forced to learn how to group chat before the world knew what that even meant. Except your friends. But
That's true. We were one of the first to go in big on group chats and stuff like that, right? Super important. And same like now, everybody's using Telegram because they're scared that Facebook is spying on your data. Newsflash, everybody's spying on your data. But yeah, we were on Telegram probably since like what, 2010? More than
Yeah.
more than 10 years
So,
ago.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely helped a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, we can vouch for Telegram. It's a really good service. Yeah.
On YouTube's Maria G has asked a question.
Uh-huh.
Who is the most athletic? or who are the most athletic?
That's a
I'd
very
like
easy question.
Maria G to say that you think there are more than one that is athletic in this band. I think I would say that everybody's athletic in their own way, their own shape and form. I know Sean swims quite a bit. Hyrie does play quite a bit of football. Gail does play football with him. Uh, Fuad does his
Esports, yo.
tennis.
Esports.
No, but you also do some calisthenics at home.
Yeah, I do calisthenics at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I could do more of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the gym's
Mine-
closed.
mine-
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is more of a arm workout right now, but just picking up small pieces of food and eating.
Working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, I mean, yeah. So we are all relatively athletic. We may not look it, uh, but yeah, we all still play sports in one shape or form.
just a quick one. Just wanted to shout out to people on Instagram. Now there's only like 4 left, so that's good. So people on Instagram, we're probably going to close this down pretty soon, and this is probably the last time I'm going to say it. The best version of the Ask Me Anything session is going to be on YouTube. So there's already a party going on. So get down here and join us, right? So everybody on Instagram, peace out. Thank you for joining. And if you want to continue, we're going to do this for probably another half an hour or so.
Yep.
Please come to our YouTube channel. Yeah. Signing off now. Go with the next question. I'll just type this. Yeah.
All right. Ali Liu Music actually asked an interesting question. Hello, KP. As a band, how do you reconcile everyone's differences in taste or preferences during the songwriting process? Very interesting question, actually. I guess when the song is being developed, especially as a unit, usually Fuad will come up with some sort of skeleton of the song. We'll sort of roughly have, let's say, a general beat that goes towards the song, a general chord structure. Gail's favorite beat. If you ever see him, make sure you just go boom, 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 boom to him. It gets him dancing every time. But I mean, essentially, what simply said, the structure of the song is usually already somewhat in Fuad's head when we all start rehearsing the song together, and we start trying new ideas, and we give feedback to each other to sort of say, hey, that's working or that's not working, or I'm playing this, play this with me, so on and so forth. So we try and make it as amicable as possible amongst each other. And yeah, that's sort of how the songwriting process goes for us.
If anything, I think part of the question was how do we reconcile our different tastes, right?
Yeah.
So I think if anything, that's worked to our strength, especially in my experience playing with these guys. I've always had some liberty or other to explore my own tastes. Of course, we come to consensus and we want to do what's best for the song. But especially in the experimentation phase in the beginning, we really are able to explore our own tastes, and that I feel enriches the process. Actually.
Agreed.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Ali Liu, Zamanis Wizam makes a comment where it says, please make more sad songs like Now You're Gone. It's so good, man. Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm not that sad anymore. I used to be more sad. I'm still quite sad, lah. But the different meaning. Just sad. You know what I mean? I'm not sedih, but I'm sad, lah.
Oh no. Pandemic or what?
No lah, just sad case, lah.
Oh, I don't think so. Hey, also, Mio just joined YouTube.
Candles, Sapra Candles, and all the version of Candles. To you, sir. It's funny, because when I see OCK and, love hanging out with these guys, it's like best gila, I get to see like a real community when it comes to music, right? And it's so funny because amongst ourselves, we also have nonsensical words. It's just that it just stays amongst ourselves and it never really went outside. The thing is, even if we tried, I don't think people will just like, people just look at us strange and it's not going to catch on.
Not as salient as what OCK has.
Right?
Yes.
Sapara Kandus.
Yes. I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means. And Lord, do we have our nonsensical words. We have a lot over the years, my God, really.
Oh my. Okay, check the other. Q is the next question.
Yeah, so, okay. For those of you that don't know, Fuad is an Arsenal fan. And Muhammad Aiman asked a question for tonight's EPL game. Who's going to win, Man United or Arsenal?
Man U going to win lah.
I'm assuming they're playing each other tonight.
Man U going to win lah. Arsenal sad lah. Sad. No, honestly, if I wake up tomorrow and I see Arsenal win, I'm going to be very happy. But I'm just preparing myself for the worst case situation. Like most Arsenal fans have had to do a lot over the past, I don't know, 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. B Bear Gunong asks an interesting question. As you guys have day jobs, does that mean band life on its own is insufficient to put food on the table? Ooh.
Well, short answer, the way that we do it, yeah, it's insufficient to put food on the table. Yeah. But the way other people do it, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so, maybe, because I look at how people are doing well. I don't think we're doing as well as they are. I mean, we do well in our own way, don't get me wrong. I'm not purposely trying to put ourselves down, but yeah, the way that we do it, we won't make a full-time living out of this.
And I think that's by choice because we are also passionate about other things. But having said that, I did want to precursor it by saying anything is marketable these days. You can market absolutely any skill and make money out of it. That's a personal belief. So I will speak for myself. I like the luxury of working on songs, working on music at my own pace, perhaps. So if I had to generate money solely from music, that pace will be very different. And it was a conscious decision from the beginning that perhaps that might affect the music making process. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like now is a good juncture to plug Kyoto Studios because that has been another venture, and we do want to. So we've set up a little recording joint ourselves, and so just hit us up at any point if you want to come check it out. Work on stuff with us. Yeah. So on a plug.
Very good plug. It's almost good as the B plug. There's a very good question from Strangers92, the president of the hashtag KPeepsOfficial. Check them out on Twitter and Instagram. 2020 was a tough year, but with the release of 10, automatically mengubah rindu kami. So it removed the missingness. Shit, horrible translator. So yeah, people were missing Kyoto Protocol stuff in 2020, and there was nothing we can really do that much, right? But President is saying that 10 was really good, and it really got to deliver that experience. So thank you for that. The question is, 2021, what's the plan for the band? As I mentioned earlier, the plan this year is we've got a bunch of songs. We've already jammed them a few times, to be honest, and it's really coming to shape. And I think it's personal. Everybody feel free to throw in your personal take on it. My personal take is it's going to be like the catchiest stuff that we've ever written. Catchier than Catch These Men. And I'm looking forward to releasing it. Hopefully what's happening in terms of PKP won't be too much of a disruption into the timeline. But at some point we will release, so don't worry about it. And if you guys like, we could always do another session like this again. And next time I'll put like nice graphics up here and here. So I'm learning. Forgive me. So that's our plan.
I feel really good about the songs. I always get butterflies when we are in this stage of the songwriting. And yes, usually the butterflies are more prominent for songs that turn out better. So if that's any indication, yeah, songs will be good.
If that's any indication, is your stomach like butterfly park or not?
Yeah. Yeah, really exciting.
There was another question actually from Son of Age. I've always wanted to know what kind of music does each band member listen to?
Hey, don't skip lah, the other guys. What sort of nonsensical words? Please elaborate. Fawaz Kisti, MD, asks this.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
So, like, yeah, we were talking about our nonsensical words, right? Everybody go around in one, and we're not going to explain it. We're just going to say what the word is, okay? I'm gonna go with Hamba Shlude. That's it. Go.
Well, that's the thing. Everything sort of stems off from that because you have shloots. You know?
What?
But then you have shloots.
Oh, that counts. Yeah,
that. So
you can use that.
It's
Yeah.
like that's the root word for all other nonsensical words that we have. You know, it's like lude. Lude as well comes out of that. Yeah, hum. It's sometimes not even.
Arab knows.
That's the thing. It's not even about the word. It's just the way it's said. You know, it's sort of like when they say about swear words can be used in so many different ways. Our nonsensical words can also be used in so many different ways.
It's not a real secret that obviously only the band knew to this point. When we jam, we sing nonsensical lyrics. None of those words make sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you ever catch any one of us, especially me, laughing during a set for no apparent reason, it's because in my head I have the nonsensical lyrics, and yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna share one lah.
Okay, go for it.
The Kidumu one,
Oh, okay, go for it.
right? It starts off pretty gentle in terms of the nonsensicalism. Air mata yang berderai, siapa yang menghapuskan? Hati dering dan resah, siapa yang menekan? Sedangkan kau yang kau lembu
Oh yeah, there we go.
telah pergi dariku. Oh, okay, then the chorus is the next one, right? Tiada lagi ku dengar kirungmu, tiada lagi dengai tawamu, hanya kesepian yang kian mencengkam jiwaku. 2, 3, 4. Malam-malam dingin membeku, hari-hari kian kelabu.
So it's not even a nonsensical word.
It's just Harry's name. Every year, we wish each other Selamat Hari Raya. So much so that Harry started using it in like his social media. He started saying
His
like,
own post.
yeah, his own posts. But speaking of, well, I'm pretty sure all of you guys know our like individual social media handles, right? Because everybody's got a buttload of personality, and I do recommend you follow these guys. They're quite a hoot. Yeah, so if you don't know, just shout out in the questions, and then yeah, we'll let you know. So yes, that's the nonsensical words. And Hugh Jazz basically asked the same thing. What's KP's version of chicken dills? I guess it's Hamba Shlude.
Nudes.
Salutes. Yeah, okay, then it's Son of Age. Son of Age from Sarawak. Asking what kind of music does each band member listen to? Go for it.
Well, okay. I mean, I've always been made fun of for wanting to listen to not made fun of, but it's a joke amongst the boys that I like to listen to Broadway or musicals and stuff like that. Definitely a big fan of that. Although I will say more recently, I've been listening to something very simple: Spotify's global top 50. Right? And I'm just interested to see what is happening out there. And there are some really nice songs. Dua Lipa has some really nice songs with some really great bass lines on it. So
Dua
that's
Lipa is very nice. Song.
there are some other songs on there that I'm not sure what is happening. So yeah, it's a good mix of trying to understand what's happening, what's going on. But yes, classic rock. Really anything on the spectrum these days. I try and listen to as much as possible, or try and broaden my horizon about what is out there.
I just want to chime in on that. Shaq, first of all, looks like this guy, okay? He not only introduced me to this guy, his name is Rick Beato. He's a
Yes.
world-renowned producer. Shaq also looks like him a bit and behaves a lot like him in the video. But here's the thing, right? Rick Beato also makes it a point to study top 40, top 50, because I think that's kind of one of the hats you need to wear. When you're trying to fish for ideas, I suppose. But I think a more elegant way of putting it is just enrichment, right? Because So on that note, we get. I suppose every musician gets this type of question, like, what do you listen to? And I think the genuine answer will be anything and everything possible. Why might be something else based on the occasion, just like any other person.
Yeah.
But I suppose you have to put in the time and study as well.
Yeah, it's like one of those things when you're if you're having a barbecue or something like that, I might put on nice classic rock, but if I'm studying, I want to put on proper like house music. No, I'm just kidding.
You sing in your house.
Because dia study kat rumah. That's why dia dengar lagu rumah, house music. Farah Al-Hamshi asks, no relation to me, by the way.
Okay.
But does every know how Humble Salute came about? Hashtag MasterCard. Don't give out your credit card details. Zasan asks, any genres that the band would like to explore? Yeah, definitely. I know, like, and it's something that we do in our music even, right? Say Jalita was something that was very special. We did our first disco song, and it ended up being our biggest YouTube hit, well, our biggest hit in general, actually, right? And it's still a song that we love to play today. I don't think I'm sick of it. Like, honestly, I'm a little bit sick of Give Me Nothing. Say, like, if we have to jam in the studio. But if we're at a live show, and then we see you guys there, and, like, you guys are up for it, then Give Me Nothing becomes awesome, you know what I mean? So, harking back to that scene in 10, where the second last song, like, y'all killed it at the beat. That was amazing. Everybody was jumping and moving and super cool. But yeah, secretly in the studio, we don't like jamming this song. It's like, we gotta do this again.
We may skip rehearsing it once in a while.
Somebody will be the first to say it, but eventually somebody will go, this one skip skip lah.
Skip lah, yeah, someone will ask. Somebody will always ask. This one skip lah. And it's funny because Pussycat we will still play it.
Yeah.
We will still play Pussycat.
Yeah, that's true.
But we will skip it nothing. Doesn't make it any less of a song.
Yeah. Speaking of 10 and records though, it was quite bizarre because we all really enjoyed rehearsing the old songs. It's like we just zoned out completely and really thoroughly enjoyed the old songs. I know it's kind of like angkat bakul a bit, but yeah, I felt like they prevailed the test of time.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, that's true. In terms of the test of time and which songs that age well and all that, right? Yeah. Like I'm realizing so many people actually dig Mosquito, and I didn't even knew it. I didn't know it all these years.
Yeah.
example, my own bandmate Gail. We were sitting down reviewing the footage for 10. And then he goes like, "Ooh, Mosquito, my favorite song." It's like, what? That's your favorite song? How am I only finding out about it now? 11 years after we started the band, which is, when we wouldn't.
I know. I've heard Harry say, "Ooh, Mosquito is a really good song." Great song. Mosquito.
No one wants to admit that they were wrong in the beginning lah. All sides say now, but actually nice lah.
So funny.
Nice.
Harry's not even here to defend himself.
But yeah, anyways, Zisan, I hope that answers the question. Thank you very much for the question. We have one very good one from Lukman, and it's directed at Shan.
Oh my.
Okay. Can you sing your nursery rhymes live?
Okay. The short answer is no, but I do want to tell you guys a little story about that. I quite enjoyed doing that. In the process, it felt ridiculous, but the honest truth is, a colleague's son just turned 2, air guitars sometimes. So I bought him a little ukulele for like $30 because the mom said he's gonna break it anyway. So we just got him a ukulele for $30, and his favorite song happened to be "Old MacDonald Had a Farm." So I performed it for him, and I thought it was pretty good. So I posted it online. Yeah, so that's the stuff behind that.
I love that. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh,
I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good.
The parents actually filmed the kid receiving his ukulele and watching the video. That really made my week. Yeah, so now I know, like, if I ever feel down, I can just go and watch that video.
This is a really funny one from Fiza Amani. Malam-malam dingin membeku, hari-hari kian kelabu. That's pretty good. I do like, putting Hari's name twice. It's nice. Hari-hari kian kelabu. Oh, Hari's laughing one shot lah. Shan sings nursery rhymes lah. Live jam. Musicals are cool. CCN says that musicals are cool. All right. Mao Ame 666. I miss your concert. You know what's better than musicals? Watching somebody else perform the musicals by himself. When you've got like a cast of 10,000 people and then you just got one guy trying to do the 10,000 people just by himself. That is awesome. That's better than watching the musical. Not all of them, but most of them.
Mao. By the way.
Oh, there's a question I missed out. I'm very sorry. By Noor Alia. Is KP gonna plan to have a live jam session for this year? If we go into CMCO, and I want to hear from you guys, see if this is something that you guys want. Would you like us to do a live stream? Do you think it's cool, or should we focus on doing stuff more like 10, where we pre-record it and then you guys get to see that? Or would you prefer a live stream? Because as what happened to us today, live streams can go terribly wrong. We were supposed to be simultaneously casting this on 2 platforms, and one decided that he didn't want to wake up and go to work today. So here we are on YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube. But yeah, if back to you guys at home, what do you think? Live streams, yes or no? CCM Hongdi, live streams are great tools for maintaining engagement. That's fine. You don't have to tell us the facts. We want to know whether you like it or not. Do you like live streams? This is personal. Let us know.
Yeah, actually, yeah. How do you guys like the experience?
Yeah.
Amirul Ashraf says pre-recorded.
Yeah. At the same time, Amirul Ashraf also says, you guys are cool, but I think it would be great if you try different genres or different styles of music for every album. And to be fair, I think in our own way, we feel like we did from an album which was definitely a lot heavier compared to The Pen Is Mightier. And then in Catch These Men, which is the most varied album, I think. Like, it had the slowest songs, or the most jiwang songs, maybe, the most emotional songs in English. Beside the most heavy songs. Like, I swear to you, I forgot that we had a song called Monsters Ball. Somebody asked me about it the other day on an interview, and I was just like, nope, I can't remember the name of the song. The question came up like, what are some of these songs from the albums that you don't play anymore? Oh, I was like, yeah, that's that one from Catch These Men, but gosh, can't remember the name. Until I figured out, it was Monsters Ball. But yeah. We have tried different stuff. So this is also another question for you guys. Let me also type it down here. What were some of our non-hits that you guys liked, right? What didn't make it onto the radio and all that, or that actually you figured, hey, actually this is a cool song, this should have been more popular or what? I'm just going to type it down here. Please single out another question, please.
I am reading.
So I'm muted. Why, Maria G asks, guys, why is 9 afraid of 7?
So 7, 8, 9? Hey, hold on. That's the other one.
Why is 9 afraid of 7? I'm not
because
sure, so please share the answer with us. Cure Protocol, what was sorry, I'm trying to answer the question that you asked.
Well, okay, Strangers 92, aka Afizan Mr. President, says do a IG poll, guys. And I think these are some pretty good questions, and hopefully our secretaries, Gail and Harry, will take note of these. And if they take it on their notes properly, we can actually put these out as a Twitter poll and also an IG poll. So yeah, look out for it. I think a Twitter poll is slightly better because everybody sees it, kind of thing. IG is like super rando. But yeah, can definitely do that. I see. Well, Afizan just wants more KP every day, so he just says both, both live streams and pre-recorded. And Zisan just says, I guess Zisan is agreeing to Zamani, who says live stream acoustic session. That's very interesting, Zamani, because I feel that we suck acoustic. Sorry, let me just rephrase that. I feel like I suck acoustic. Like I don't feel good playing it. But if you guys really want, we could give it a go. No skin off our nose, right? Worst case scenario, you just tell us, yeah, for what you were right, you suck playing acoustic, and then we never have to do it again.
Yes.
For the record, Maria G completely botched the question because her answer is called 7, 8, 9. Okay, here's a question I wanna kind of throw back to the room, right? So Lokman initially asked, as music evolves, will we see KP release a single featuring any other artists, like previously was Neda Fizi? The honest truth is, we are really excited about the Malaysian music scene. There's so many artists that we enjoy secretly and publicly. So we are open to working with anybody at all. But who are some artists you guys think we should work with? Or you think will be a good match? Just put in the chat lah. Basically, it's not like they can unmute and talk back. Oh, so many Zoom calls these days.
Right? Yeah, I was kind of used to a Zoom call. Maybe we should do what? Actually, that's one question from Sean. Like, who do you think we should collaborate with? Another one is, what do you think about doing instead of this kind of like AMA, like we do like a Zoom call, like some kind of Cure Protocol and KP's Zoom call. let us know. Yeah. Oh yes, Hari Hanifa says minutes of this meeting shall be released soon. That's great.
So sign up for the newsletter, everybody.
Actually, I asked a question earlier, right? And that was super early back, just came to my mind. About the GameStop. Well, what's happening with GameStop? And well, if you guys don't know, there's an American company called GameStop, and basically its share price just went like 10x this year. That means like if you invested in it, you probably make like 1,000%. But the reality of the company is that it hasn't made money since 2018. So for like the past 3 financial years, and maybe they can turn around a little bit this year, but for a loss-making company to go into profit, and then you are forecasting that when you buy shares at a PE of, I don't know what the PE is, it doesn't make sense because it's negative, but if you buy it at 1,000 PE, kind of means that you expect the earnings to also jump up 1,000 times. And how can you justify that for a company that's making a loss? So that's just my point of view. If you want to invest in stocks, be smart about it.
Effectively,
Yeah.
it was they shot the stock, right?
So you have one group of investors. What it really is a class war proxy. So people who are shorting the stock, that means that they make money when the share price goes down. They are the institutional investors and mostly Wall Street speculative kind of firms, right?
Hedge funds.
Yeah, and the amount of contracts for the short sell was 140% of the actual underlying shares. So that's ridiculous. It's like you bet more than there is actually available. So what some people did was they said that we want to make these guys pay. So they rallied up a whole bunch of people on Reddit, the subreddit called Wall Street Bets, and they asked everybody to go in together on the stock. If they went in and they were prepared to lose that money, or it was money that they could play around with, that's cool. But is it like a good investment idea? Like I said, no, it's not, because you know.
The bubble will burst at one point.
Yeah, and once again, look at the fundamentals lah. When you buy shares of a company, means you own a piece of that company. Don't you want that company to be profitable?
Yeah.
Right? And here you're buying something just because you think somebody else is going to buy it from you. That's not the right way to do it. You got to buy it because you see value in it. Right? You got to see its own intrinsic value, the value of the thing, not the value of somebody else buying you. Which is where I think things start to go wrong when you go down that route. But yeah, sorry to go into finance mode. I do this for a living, so.
Okay, I hate to bring this up. Somebody's asking about Evolusi Music Malaysia Part 2.
Okay.
Here's something that we really enjoy.
Actually, we had such a good time doing it last time. I actually think if you guys have any ideas what should be on Do the Evolusi Malaysia Part 2, please feel free to share.
You really outsourcing our work, huh? This session.
It's crowdsourcing. It's going to be great.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Maria G, so funny. I love Never Know too. I never know that Never Know never been in the radio. Was Never Know never on the radio? It was on the hits Met 10 at one point. Never Know. It didn't do as well as the others. Probably because, well, you know, it was our third single, and usually a third single doesn't do as well. But yeah, I mean, for example, Reza Saleh, until today, he'll always tell me, dude, Never Know is so cool, man. It's a really nice song. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. And then I knew that he loved it so much that when I found the demo that we did, the other version before I decided to re-record it, right, before the launch of an album, the one that sounded like a really bad country song, And I played it for him. It was like, ooh, this sounds good, man. I was like, that's interesting. But yeah, I much prefer, Reza, agree to disagree. I still prefer the version that we have on an album. I think that's way better. Nicholas Lee with a comment. You closed off your episode at the Fashion Week podcast with an acoustic version of Jalita. Hey, thanks for watching that. That's kind of a very good source of background information about the band. If you have not seen it, shout out to the Fashion Week podcast. Question from CCN. Will there be more BM content from KP? Definitely. You're talking about Breaking Music, our label, right? BM? Yeah. All of the songs are going to be under Breaking Music, the label. In all seriousness, all the new songs that we've been talking about, none of them are BM. Sorry. Amirul Ashraf Majid commented, collab with Monologue. That's cool. Yeah. If he's down for that, yeah, I'm down for that too. Fawaz Christie says my favorite cover was the cover of Now It's On by Granddaddy, way back when. That was Gloria Jeans. Shaq wasn't even back from Australia yet, I think. So it was me and Gail and maybe Krishna. And Krishna used to play for ZRV back in the day. A dear old friend of ours who helped us out in the early days. He's moved back to Indonesia now, doing very well for himself. But yeah, Granddaddy, very good song. Really like that song. If you guys haven't heard it, Now It's On. I personally, for me, it's the original bust. It's just so damn rich, that fuzzy distortion, and like so well controlled and contoured. It's like indie goodness. Strangers 92. His favorite non-album single will be Mosquito from an album. That's cool. I think many people in the band agree with you. Pahlawan Tiada Lagi Kidumu. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's Caps's band Infernal. Yes. The Pen is Mightier, The End. Yeah, one of my favorite songs of all time, The End. Yeah, cool. I think we've run through the YouTube comment section. So very cool. Just about time. I'm gonna quickly go through the Instagram one just to check if there was anything that we left behind. Please bear with me. How do I?
Oh,
Sorry?
that's a joke.
Oh man, I haven't told a joke in a long time. No one to tell to.
Aiyo.
I haven't seen anybody in so long, with the lockdown and all, or the MCO, having to stay at home and all, trying to stay safe. So, yeah.
So how do you amuse yourself?
I'm very fortunate. I have two cats that keep me very amused, and plus, obviously, still 5 days a week, 6 days a week, but still having work on calls, and so I am still kept busy. It's not a matter about keeping busy. It's just it's a very different interaction, talking to people on con calls rather than face to face. Staying at home and being on the computer versus going to the office and actually interacting with people that you are not having a con call with, or not having a meeting with, and that's when you get a bit of casual conversation. My casual conversation is with my cats, and they're somehow not very responsive a lot of the time. They seem to just say meow every time I talk to them. So, yeah.
Okay, time for a quick fire round.
Okay.
So I'm going to just read out the questions, and everybody just like fast as you can answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best gig you guys played and best gig that you guys went to. Let's start with best gig that you guys played. Sean, go.
Baby, Singapore.
Check.
When we opened for Tenacious D, because we got to meet Jack Black, it was really awesome.
Urban Skate 2013, where we technically played twice. Best gig that you went to.
The Folds.
I saw Foo Fighters in Perth.
Arcade Fire London 2010. If you could support, like as in your support for a band, any band, who would it be? Past or current? Shan.
National?
Sorry, I missed the question. What? The line was breaking.
If you could support any band, who would it be?
Oh,
Act.
Yeah, supporting act.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ooh, Queen of the Stone Age.
Oh, you stole mine. Well, okay lah, Foo Fighters.
It's gonna be the other one.
If you could have anyone dead or alive read you a bedtime story, who would it be? Shan.
Ooh,
Morgan Freeman.
yeah, mine Morgan Freeman. I'll tell you, James Earl Jones.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, Sir David Attenborough as well. Why not?
Actually, you know what? Samuel L. Jackson.
Day. It's supposed to be quick fire.
I know. Sorry, I got too many answers.
For me, it's my grandmother.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite meme of all time? Go.
Check.
Bam, done. Okay, for me, it's the. That's my favorite. If you had to teach a class on one thing, what would you teach?
Discipline.
What subject? Subject.
You teach a subject.
Subject.
No, the question is subject. Discipline is not a subject.
Oh, I see. So it means like academic subject, is it?
Hey, come on, quick fire day.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, I would like to do math.
PE.
Finance. What's the most beautiful place you've been?
Oh man, Great Ocean Road.
Perth. The beach in Perth.
Amsterdam. Who is the most responsible in the group?
We're all responsible in our own ways.
Good answer.
That's why we work in such fusion together.
Good answer.
None of us are responsible.
Somebody always pulls through at the end of the day. That's why.
What would you save first if your house caught fire?
My cats.
Shan?
Myself.
Something else lah, obviously, because you're walking out with something.
Oh,
What can you walk out with?
My guitar, the Strat.
my phone. Everything
Okay.
else is not in my house.
Make a sound or gesture for how you're feeling right now.
Woohoo!
Why do we have to say this?
Would you rather have a pet cockroach or a pet artichoke? No, a pet cockroach or a pet snake?
Cockroach.
Yeah, I knew that was Jack's answer. Pet snake. But then it's like we can never come to my house. Ever.
Pet cockroach is easier to kill a cockroach.
Oh my.
Would you rather wear women's heels for a day or makeup for a day? Heels or makeup? Makeup? Makeup. Same. Would you rather have super speed or super strength?
Speed.
Clearly lah, very long to
Yeah.
answer.
They both have their perks. Since Sean is speed, I'll say strength. We can work together, Sean. Sort
Speed.
something out.
Good job.
Which emoji best describes your mood right now?
The blushing one.
That will be the ones with like hearts because I got so much love from people today.
Oh, so
Tuning in.
nice. The raccoon. Would you rather travel to the space, or travel to the bottom of the ocean?
Space.
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 If you could instantly become an expert at something, what would it be?
Consciousness.
Oh, general knowledge maybe.
Time management.
Or general knowledge.
Would you rather read the book or watch the movie?
Read the book.
Watch the movie.
Watch the movie. Would you rather have supersonic hearing or X-ray vision?
X-ray vision.
I already have supersonic hearing, so X-ray vision.
Yeah, X-ray vision. My ears are very sensitive. I don't want it to be any more sensitive.
Correct. I don't want to. Yeah, I can hear everything.
There's a really funny one from Noah Anwar Hadi. If you haven't seen him on YouTube, he's hilarious. If Malaysian politics were a movie title, what would it be?
Lagi-lagi you.
Game of Thrones SEA edition. Oh, Shakil doesn't comment. Interesting.
Shakil,
Oh, I didn't really. I thought it was only two of us. You guys both. Okay, carry on.
It's really brushing the question. Your biggest influence in music? Just one.
Ooh.
Quick fire. Kotsa here.
You know. Shit.
Shit. Okay, Sean, yours?
Let's, I'll say Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Queen.
Queen. Ooh, love it. Ada rasa nak keluar LP tak? Kami baru je buat cover LP in the end. So kalau nak lagi, just pesan je lah. He's talking a long play lah record.
Yeah.
Let's see how the 3 singles go, and hopefully
Yeah.
it works out well. If we get a good response from you guys, then yeah, LP forthcoming. Chili or tomato sauce?
Barbecue. Sorry, that was not even an option there. Come on, barbecue sauce, hands down.
Sanjeev.
But tomato ketchup, otherwise.
Shan. Tomato.
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Chili. What brings you joy and energy?
Music.
Sleeping 8 hours a day.
Positive people.
Okay.
What was that, Shake?
Positive people.
Okay.
Hopefully not COVID positive, huh?
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, like enthusiastic people. Sorry, wrong choice of words at this time. Oh God. Yeah, you know, energetic people that you're around that are enjoyable to be around.
Oh, super cool. So, Harith Ramli, my cousin, says that he misses everybody, and we miss you too, man. Be safe over there. Take care of yourself. Lukman had a comment. The end is very universal. It captures most of people's attention at the first sight when I share with my friends. I think that song's going to be an evergreen tune. I hope so too. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Maria G seconds that. Harith asks, do you miss playing at concerts or gigs? I think that's a resounding yes from everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Margarita Bautista says that she loves this rapid fire round. You guys are so funny. Thank you very much. Fish Ho asks, random one. What chocolate can't run?
What chocolate can run? Well, when I'm having one,
I don't know. What chocolate can't run? Is it white chocolate? Because all the guys who win like the running events are black people? I went there.
I don't know.
Ooh, Afizan's suggestion. Kyoto Protocol discography on vinyl. That's a really good idea. Yeah.
yeah.
So, actually, I hope our secretary is taking down notes, because this is a super cool idea. We could compile all of our songs.
Should we record them live or no?
Not well. Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you guys think? Back at home, let us know. If we're gonna do a compilation of all of the KP songs in one kind of record, do you think that we should re-record them? And if we do, we're gonna do it live, or do you want like the studio recorded versions?
Yeah. I think it's possible. We can remaster all the existing.
What chocolate cannot run? Table Roan.
Oh.
But is it like Toblerone but table and tables don't run?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was supposed to take a nap in the afternoon and I didn't, so like I'm a bit slow right now.
Hey, earlier somebody asked if we miss playing concerts or gigs. I wonder if he meant if we had to pick. Because I also remember somebody asked on IG if we prefer a concert setting or a gig setting. Do you guys want to share your thoughts on that?
Both super important, I feel. Like gigs are always gonna have a special place in your heart because that's where really the lifeblood starts from. And say like when we did KP Turn Stand, couldn't have imagined doing it anywhere else but the B, right? And the fact that it turned out so well, and at least no matter what happens, we have something, an everlasting memory, and that's a gig, right? Yes, the concerts are great, but to me, sometimes at concerts, concerts like can elevate that feeling to the next level. I mean, when you asked us what was our best shows, all of us mentioned some kind of festival or other, right?
Mm.
But let's be honest, people who go to like those mega concerts or festivals and all that, not everybody's super invested into the shows. Some people just want to be there just to be seen, and that's fine. You do you. All I'm saying is I prefer gigs because with gigs, I think it's like 90% of the people who want to be there are there for that artist because they want to be there and not because they want to be seen. That's my take on it. In LA, you have like these bars where all these bands actually do their live album drops. You know, say like even the Guns N' Roses and everything back in the heyday, yeah, they would tour the country and all, but when they were actually playing for the industry and all that, they're actually doing it at the bars.
Mm.
Yeah,
That was quite our experience in Japan as well, right?
totally. Love the Japan experience. It's one place that I missed so much. Can't wait to go back. Yeah.
I just think like with the gig scene, having the crowd so close to you, in your face, we played some places where you're really very much
Oh yeah.
within touching distance. There's such a different vibe, such a different energy level that you get from a crowd being so close. Yeah, love that feeling.
You played the pellet show, right, Jack?
Yeah.
That was dense.
That was next level, man.
Which show? Sorry.
I think pellet.
Oh, Palette. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I mean, as people are trying to get closer and closer, at one stage I couldn't move because the bass head was between two people's head. Oh dear, don't move, Shaq. You might hurt someone. So I mean, it was interesting, but it is what it is. You enjoy it.
Yeah. So we've kind of reached over an hour mark at this point.
Yep.
So yeah, no more questions are coming through. Very encouraged by this. Apologies on our part. This is relatively last second, last minute. Is that correct? Last minute, last second. Just relatively last minute. But I'm glad that all you guys managed to join us for this session. And hopefully, when we do this again, we can do a better round of it. Hopefully, Facebook won't cock up on us again. And maybe we'll even try to broadcast this to Twitter on Periscope as well. I know there's a way to do that. I'm kind of new to this whole streaming thing. Some of you may have caught me doing a stream of me playing games the other day, GTA 5. If that's something that you guys find interesting, also let me know. So that's something that I could totally do. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for joining us for the AMA. It's pretty late at night here, so I reckon I can't really play on the electric guitar anymore. Should I play something acoustic? Maybe just one song? Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not going to take my own bandmates' responses for this. I'm waiting to see the comment section. No offense to you, Sean. Just gotta give the people what they want. Like, if you say yeah, go for it, and I'll start playing. Everybody's like leaving and shit. Like, oh, that's kind of sad.
Acapella lah. There we go. What acapella is?
Acapella. Oh, ping in on the stream. Okay, yeah, well, you know what? I'll just do one simple one. And once again, after this is done, we're just going to hit exit. Thank you for joining us. We are Kyoto Protocol. This is our first Ask Me Anything session. And you guys have made a very, very special one. Hope that you guys are doing well. And if, please keep on being in touch with us. It really means a lot to us. And in a similar way, we'd like to be there for you as well. So if you're going through a tough time, you don't really want to type in the comments or anything, you want to slide into our DMs, yeah, please feel free to go ahead. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very, very much for joining us. And since, you know what, it's kind of cool that somebody asked about what was my first guitar. Hopefully this works. First guitar with one of the first songs that I wrote. I hope that you can hear the acoustic guitar. I'm not going to do a sound check. I'm just going to wing it, and hopefully it works. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Now You're Gone. When I dream, it still feels like you were always here with me. But it's not real, it's so unreal. I wake up to a nightmare every day, and I still dream of you now. When you're gone, and you still haunt me somehow. Now you're gone. Chemical relief, temporary, sends me back to you. I was supposed to forget, but the memory clings so painfully, and I still dream of you now. When you're gone, and you still haunt me somehow. Now you're gone. Gone. everybody. Good night.